hard work actually works, and with virtually everything. It might not make you the best at whatever it is you're pursuing, but it will certainly make you better than you are.
Do you think Elon Musk has work-life balance? No. Do you think Steve Jobs, when he was alive, had work-life balance? No. Do you think Bill Gates? No. Henry Ford? No. Original Heineken? No. So if none of those people that created the wealth of the world had work-life balance, why do you think you're going to have it? Why? Because you deserve it? I don't think so. You deserve what you get in life by working hard.
Man, it's crazy, but you know, I had a couple things in my life that I wanted to accomplish, and I didn't get them done. You know, and I know it's not too late, but I kind of like got to that point where it's like, you know, I just can't do it. Like I put forth a valiant effort and I just can't do it. And so he was like, oh, what was one of them? And I was like, stayed to hear Tim Tebow, because you know, you hear stuff about speakers. And so I was like, Dawkins was there, Brian Dawkins, but I missed him. And so I was like, let me check Tim out. And so right after it was over, so he was like, all right, well, if you want to run a marathon, come on. And I was like, what? He's like, come on, let's go get started. We'll do it together. And I was like, okay, bro, like.
So do me a favor, let it destroy you. The version of you that you are right now is a blessing, but it won't take you to the next level. What got you here won't take you there. So let the dream destroy you, tear you down, redefine you, build you back up, make you stronger.
It's experienced in relationship to a goal.
How many people in your immediate environment, those people who are in your sacred circle, represent people who are on the same mission as you? Or do you have a bunch of people on your list who are not on the same mission as you, and those individuals are pulling you down? I just want you to ask that. This is important. This is one of our last slides. This is important. E.T., how do you do what you do? I have cut off the people who are not on the same mission with me, and yes, they are very upset, and yes, they said some nasty things about me, but guess what? I cut them off anyway, and I've surrounded myself with people who have the same values, who have the same mindset, and people who want to accomplish what I want to accomplish. All right, so you've all heard this story. All right, I'll end with this story. You always heard this story. All right, so it says every day in Africa, in the safari, a lion wakes up. Every single day in the safari, a lion wakes up, right? And every single day in the safari, a gazelle wakes up. I love it. I love it. It says, though, here's what's funny. It says that if you wake up and you're a gazelle, you realize if you're going to survive as a gazelle, if you're going to survive, you must outrun the slowest gazelle.
20-year-old self would be to work harder. You know, even when it feels like the work isn't mattering, it will matter. You know, delayed does not mean denied. I know, young man, that you want things. Keep putting the work in. It's all about the work. Have faith and trust that the seeds that you plant today will grow into the tree that you want it to be.
You gotta outgrind them. You gotta get up earlier. You gotta stay up later. You've gotta execute, and you've gotta go from 70.
And I said the hardest part a lot of times is just getting yourself to start. And if you can learn to get yourself to start when you don't feel like it, when you're tired, when you don't want to.
Yeah.
Our feet become heavy, lungs start to bleed, and our hearts racing. It's in this state that we get to find out the true value of our dreams. For we all know what's right and wrong in a sedative state. We all know when we're relaxed exactly the person we want to become. The question is, do we believe we can become it? Without that belief, every journey.
If you go to the gym and you work out and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see nothing. And if you go to the gym the next day and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see nothing. So clearly there's no results, can't be measured, it must not be effective. So we quit. If you believe there's something there, you commit yourself to an act of service. You commit yourself to the regime, the exercise. You can screw it up. You can eat chocolate cake one day. You can skip a day or two. You know, it allows for that. But if you stick with it consistently, I'm not exactly sure what day, but I know you'll start getting into shape. I know it. And the same with the relationship. It's not about the events. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency.
Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, and it doesn't matter whether it's there or not. Discipline is infinitely more important. So no matter how you feel, get up and do what you're supposed to do.
When you're a kid, you're all potential. It's chaotic potential. It can manifest itself in any number of ways. And maybe you don't want to give that up. So you're like Peter Pan. You want to be a kid forever because you don't want to give up the potential. And you look out in the world and all you see are Captain Hooks, you know, who've lost a hand, who are chased by death because that's the clock in the crocodile. It's already got a taste of him. He's terrified by death and he's a tyrant. Well, I don't want to grow up to be that. So I won't be disciplined at all. Well, that's no good because the way the potential transforms itself into actuality is through discipline. You say, well, I don't know what to do. It's like, that's okay. Nobody does. Go do something. Do the best thing that you can think of. Put the best plan you have into practice.
And this thing that people do where they avoid discomfort, it sounds ridiculous, but it just creates more discomfort. You don't realize that in embracing discomfort and forcing yourself to do something very uncomfortable that you can control, like an ice bath, like a sauna, like a run, like a workout, you are eliminating another form of discomfort.
Well, it might take me 3 days to do one song, because I might just do like the intro of that motherfucker, then the next day. But the thing is consistency. So if I do 3 hours a day every day for 365 days, I just did outstanding numbers. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you stay consistent with it, you go win every time. I only do 3 hours a day. I'm not a rapper. Because you want to make sure you're working at your best mind quality when your mind is working the best.
It's just consistency. Mm-hmm. You gotta really put that, you don't gotta even work as hard as people think. You gotta just put that work in. You gotta do something. It can't be no days when you sleep all day. Mm-hmm. It can't be no days, you can't let nobody, if you a female, you can't let a dude stress you out. You can't have a female stressing you out. You gotta understand that you gotta invest that time into your life. And right now, it don't really matter. The future is what really matters. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So none of this shit go, man. You could be in the bucket, no gas, you stressing out. You can't think about the painful part of it. You gotta keep rocking and putting that work in, and everything will change for you.
Consistency doesn't guarantee that you'll be successful, but not being consistent will guarantee that you won't reach success. Instead of spending time getting in the mood to work, just start working. Confront the work. People think they need perfect conditions to start.
What they see is the person up there on the stage. But every single great success was at one time a failure. And they failed and failed and failed and failed over and over again. And all great successes are a story of failure, 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 failure. Outstanding success. Boy, ain't he lucky.
Let me use Hell Week. This is a perfect example. Hell Week's 130 hours. And 130 hours is a lot of seconds. A lot of fucking seconds. And if you lose, let's say you win every second but one, you lost.
I think, listen, once you get past the hard part of doing something long enough, it feels weirder not to do it than to do it. Like for me, exercise is one of those things where if I don't exercise that day, it feels weird. It feels almost uncomfortable to me. Basically, you just gotta stop making excuses, get through the first 30 days, the first 60 days, and after that, it'll feel more weird not doing the thing than it does doing the thing.
You need to get to a point in your life where there's nothing on the docket. There's no 5K, there's no I'm gonna get into school to be this or that, and still perform to the highest level. Because what people don't get is one day that thing's gonna come up.
Don't waste your life. Set your goals high. Quit thinking about what's wrong. Start thinking what's right. Love a little more, hate a little less. You have no idea what you're capable of doing. Make up your mind today, you're gonna figure it out.
You don't have enough time, and no one does. We're all running out of time. That is why we can't waste any time. Can't waste time sitting around and doing nothing, scrolling through social media. Can't do that. You can't waste time, not a second. In fact, what you need to do every chance you get is you need to make time. You need to get up earlier. Rest less between your sets when you're working out. Focus harder when you're at work so you can get the job done faster. See where you can save 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You save those 3 minutes, you save those 5 minutes, and those minutes add up. And those minutes become hours and days.